Dawn of the final day. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Royce coming back at you with week 7, the final week of Royce Builds Lego Daily Bugle. Now, this should have taken most of the year, but it should have taken 15 weeks. There's 16 weeks because there's 16 bags, and that was supposed to get me through till like a third of the year about. But my cousin wanted to build it, and like I said, I didn't want to. He's a good boy. He doesn't. It was fun watching him be invested in this. We have so much already, and we have just a little more left to do. First things first. I had stolen some handcuffs from Arkham Asylum, but I realized that these are web cuffs and are more in theme. So we're gonna give them to old Quint. It's weird referring to the It's weird referring to the Spider-Man villains by their names. I guess because I'm not as familiar with them. Like, I love referring to the Batman villains by their names. Like, it's not Scarecrow, it's my boy, John Crane. But other than, like, I don't know, Scarecrow, or other than the Green Goblin being called Norman a lot, or obviously Otto. What the hell? It only has one. Weird. Anyway, there, he's got the funny little handcuffs now. All right. Oh, and let me introduce you to my new friend. Behold, the new patent pending Royce Miller extra Lego piece containment system. This has the pieces from the DeLorean, Arkham, the Dark Millennium Falcon, the Batmobile, and the Daily Bugle in it. Just a Ziploc bag. How dare you? His name is Terry, and he has feelings. Oh. Alrighty, now it is time for the end. The end time, if you will. This is the end. So I was trying to sing. I think there's a Doors song called "This Is the End," and also that's I think Skyfall. The Skyfall song begins with that. Funny story. Skyfall is the only James Bond film I've seen, and it's a really good one. Yeah. Okay, now, is there anything in here? I don't think so. I think this is extra stuff. I think this is for the car. Oh, this is... Oh, no. This all looks really weird, too. Oh, this is for building the Daily Bugle. Alright. Let's find Peter. There's his head. And I saw his legs. There they are. Dual printing. You can't give Can't believe Gwen was the only one who didn't get dual printed legs. That's so mean. Like, Carnage and Venom, I think. No, just Carnage. Carnage even has custom molding on his legs. That is unfair. And he's got the web, which can attach, which you attach that there, and then you can attach the other part anywhere, I guess. I'm gonna, since there's an actual thing for it, I'm gonna put it on the, little wall-mounted fan he's got, or JJ's got there. And then, oh Lord, we have a very weird build now. It's time to make Otto. Mr. Octavius. Where's his harness? There it is. Okay. Doc Ock has got to be one of the best Spider-Man villains, because, like, there's never really been a bad Doc Ock. The version in the animated series is really good. The version in the original comics is iconic. Alfred Molina is amazing. Everyone loves the one from the 2017 video game, and of course Catherine Hahn as Olivia Octavius is phenomenal. Also, smoking hot. Both Catherine Hahn and Liv. Although I think both are lesbians, so I'm out of luck. Not that I ever had a chance being with. I mean, like, Catherine Hahn was way out of my league. Well, reminds me of if Google were a guy videos. And someone Googled, and like not as fat as me, but a portly gentleman Googled Taylor Swift boyfriend, and the guy who plays Google, who I actually think is in Spider-Verse, weirdly enough, or not Spider-Verse, Spider-Man, as one of the teachers. He says, "Really think you got a shot?" And he does, maybe. Yeah. If Google were a guy, it's probably College Humor's best show, other than the Brennan Lee Mulligan CEO videos. We did it, gang. We done made the good cookie. Hydrox came before Oreos. Did you know that? Are we Hydrox? I forget that now that this box is empty, I can just use it as garbage. That's nice. Helps keep the space clear. Alrighty. Lord, I gotta build so many of these. Oh, Christ on the cross. Okay. I have to build. Okay, so basically I gotta. Oh, hey, there's a gun. That probably goes on the ship. Okay, so. Oh my God. This is actually a nightmare. Why couldn't they just have molded pieces for his arms? Like, I get it. This gives you a little more maneuverability. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. 6. And 7. So then you just connect these and you can pivot them around to different points and stuff. Sorry, Otto. Otto's the one you feel like you can call Doc Ock, or you can call by his name, because like his name is Doc Ock. It's Dr. Octavius. Plus that he's one of the few people Peter knows as well as Spider-Man. So yeah, you do that and then you can attach it here. And we have 4 more of these to go. Oh, Peter MacNicol is Doc Ock in the Spider-Man animated series, or Spectacular Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man. Now, I wasn't a huge fan of his rendition because it did include the Sam Raimi origin of the character where he has the tentacles controlling his brain, but which worked for the Sam Raimi version. But I feel like it's not that good in general. Like, Doc Ock is not a tragic character usually. He's a very egotistical character with a very, like the joke people make is that Batman villains are theater majors who never took humanities, and Spider-Man villains are STEM majors who never took ethics. And like I don't necessarily buy into that wholly because you have a ton of science-based Batman villains who aren't that theatrical, like Mr. Freeze or Poison Ivy. Even Scarecrow, like Scarecrow does a bit of the theatricality, but he does it as part of his he does it for his experimentation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God, I'm not even halfway done with Doc Ock. This is going to be a long one. I think I should try to focus on like making a normal curve because that doesn't actually look that tenable. Like in the thing, it kind of shows more gradients to the curve. But these are maneuverable, at least. So it's not like you're stuck in this position. Which you're never stuck in a position with Lego unless you glue it. Like, that's part of the charm. Wow, that did not turn out how I thought it would at all. It is hard to like understand how this thing moves, though. clear his head. There we go. But yeah, look at that. You can come up with some really wonky, like, tentacle formations with him. Yeah. The part I don't like is that this is multiple stages of assembly. Like, you have, like, the first part of the build for these tentacles is just creating 7 identical segments. Usually, the final pieces are the final bags are very quick builds. Like the last bag for Arkham had all the pieces had all the pieces that you use to make the what do you call it? And all the pieces that you use to make or to make the characters look like they're jumping and flying around. Alright, this one should probably be more, because as you can see, he needs stability. So I think we're going to try to curve this one down. Make it look like it's kind of holding it up. And then we'll twist it up at the end for the claw. Doc Ock's usually given 3 claws, which I never liked. I always preferred 4 claws, but this doesn't even do 3 claws. This does 2. Oh, again, this shows how. Oh, well, yeah, that's more of what I was thinking, but. Okay, so let's try to get this in more. Once we have them all together, I'll try to fix them a little bit. Okay. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last one. Yeah. Oh, shit. Well, hopefully, look, if I'm missing a gray stem at the end, I can probably find a replacement there. And we need another one of these. And the others are over here, so I know. Dark gray, dark gray. There it is. Sometimes you just gotta focus on the color. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's build it from the... Why didn't I think of this before? Let's build it from the guy so we can kind of see what we're working with here. Honestly, what I should have done was build 28 of these at once and then kind of structure it so I could consider what I wanted to do next with each piece. No. All right. Look at him. One of my favorite Spidey villains. My dad loved him too. Like, my dad was an OG comic collector. He had the original Spider-Man comics, but one of his big, like, oh, woe is me pity parties is his mom selling them all at a garage sale. Here, let's put this here. There. Now it doesn't matter that his tentacles are all helter-skelter. They're just curving around. And then here, we're going to do this with Spider-Ham, make it look a little more. God, that is so good. Oh, love it. All right. Now we actually got to build back our roof area. So we're going to bring you back down. Hey there, Firestar. How you doing, girl? We need 2 of these, and we need 4 of these to go on top of each other. Well, go like this actually, because now we're going to start building a sign to show what business this is. Parker. Oh, right, I don't know. Oh Lord, okay. Guess that goes back up here for now because now we actually do have to. Now we're doing the sign, and it's just having us do the. Okay. So we need a 3-piecer. And one of these tall boys, and then we do. Boop. 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 Then one of these to space it before another pair like this. Zoop. Zoop, and then another one of his, and then this guy's brother goes here. Oh Lord, okay. So we need another 3 length piece, and then another one of these. So this goes here, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then this goes here. And then we put this guy's brother over here. Now the triplets are complete. Okay, now we fill this out with more of these. Okay. Hold on. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh shit. Okay. I got screwed up here. Okay. All right, now back to business as per usual. Okay. Then we need this piece over here, and we need 2 more of those studded tiles to go here. That is impressive that we get this to fit on. Okay, oh Lord, all right. Now we're actually building the letters. This is going to be a cool bit, I think, anyway. But, you know, what do I know? Not gonna lie, that actually looks pretty good. Alright, then that goes here. Another curved piece. Plate. And there should be a little tile somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, it needs to be a square. Ah, there it is. Okay. And this goes here. Phenomenal. Look at that. That is coming together so nicely. And then we just take this to form the eye. That's cute. Okay. Another long gray piece. Oh, another really short gray piece. Because then this part attaches to here, which then we attach these two. Okay, a shorter one of these with a 3-length gray. Which then attaches to this 9 stud plate. Then we take 2 of these small bits to form the curves of the Y. I hate how this is the cleanest I've ever lettered anything. Like, for those who don't know, I've got god-awful penmanship. B actually goes way over here, so let's get that going. Okay, we need another long one, and I believe this is the last. Well, no, it's not the last of the curves. We do that, and then oh man, we're okay. And we put a curve up here. A curve down here. And then we kind of snake both curves in toward each other. These two wedgy looking pieces. Then put another curve piece there, and we put another red square plate here. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Okay. Nope. Short curve. Short one on this side. A long one on this side. And then we put a curve under it with one of these curved pieces connecting them. Now this, I believe, might be the last of the curved pieces because we got to make a G. G. Sorry, I was thinking of a Hollywood Steps Out. A famous, I believe, Tex Avery Warner Brothers cartoon from back in the Looney Tunes cartoon from back in the day. Where it shows all the bigwigs of Hollywood having a grand old time at a exclusive like nightclub restaurant thing. Phenomenal piece of golden age animation. And there's this bit where where Henry Fonda is called by his mother, and apparently it's a reference to something I've never seen because she says Henry Fonda, and he says coming mother, because the Fondas were huge. Mind you, I never saw the appeal. Like, my family hates Jane Fonda. Like, my mom still calls her Hanoi Jane, not even Hanoi Jane, Hanoi Jane. Oh, no, not that. There you are. There you are. Run. And unlike the Arkham sign, it makes sense why the bugle is literally the last thing you make, because it is the topper of the building. All right, we need this last one here, and connect two of these 9 stud plates together. And then we just put, nope, not even that. We put 3 of these tiny ones across it. Kind of hinting toward that like old school newspaper typeface. It has you put the E toward the bottom. I feel like most nowadays with how, with our modern like design aesthetics, the E has to be placed perfectly evenly between them. But here it's allowed to be like a little, a little off kilter, a little more toward the bottom because that kind of blends into the aesthetic. Genuinely love it. Oh, that's fun. Okay. I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. Okay. The one of the funniest bits in the movie is that Clark Gable is spends the whole spends the whole cartoon chasing after a voluptuous blonde, but it's revealed to be Groucho Marx. And it even kind of sets up that Groucho is there because Harpo uh, Harpo destroys a balloon dancer's or a bubble dancer's like toy. What like, and the joke is that it's revealed that she's got a barrel on underneath it. You boys having a good time? Yeah. Listen here, she. Shall we do it, she? If you take the fall, you fall the ball well, she. And then a bucket handle for like the trumpet handle, which is a little. I feel like it's a little. I feel like that's a little too small, but we'll see. That is gorgeous. I like that a lot, actually. And now, once more with feeling, we bring this down and we place this across it. Come on. A little. Ah! Again, a personal beef. I would have had it so that you build it from this location. Come on, get in there. Ooh, what was that? Oh, one of the pieces fell off. Oh my god, a bunch of the pieces fell off. I see now why these sets are glued together. Like, this needed way more stability. Again, this is a frequent complaint I have with Lego builds, that they're not... Oh my god. Okay, so it's kind of like above, actually. Come on. Come on, you son of a bitch. There we go. That part snapped. There we go. Oh, get in there. Okay. Whew. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Whew. I'll show you the whole thing in a little bit. We still have one more character to build, which I feel like this should have been the end point, but I guess they really wanted the Spider-Buggy to be the end point. I don't know. Okay. Okay. There it is. At a certain point, I think they'd start making these a double clipped piece like this. Isn't there like a old Hanna-Barbera cartoon about a talking buggy, like Dune Buggy or something? I know there's Rickety Rocket, but I know there's like a mystery solver as well. Go. There we go. I accidentally put it on backwards. Which tells me that this is actually going to be the front, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, this little bar piece gets clipped here. And this very Dune Buggy looking piece gets clipped here. Like, it's not a Lego build unless they have you build at least one car. Okay, now we take this, put it here. Then we take number 26. Let's make sure that it's clean. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, 15,000, 16,000. Alright, good, good, good. here. Boo. Then we turn it more. We turn it around. We put an axle here, and then we put two of these weird things here. And then what I originally thought were chairs actually go here. And then we have another piece go here. Yeah, just bulking it out there at this point. And then we put another piece here. And then we turn it around. We add the steering wheel. Okay, now we need. Oh Lord. Okay, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Okay, we need to do this. This. And this. Then we also need to do this and this. Weirdly enough. And then we attach that to the back. I assume this is some kind of web shooter. And then we need to make the side panels. Here. And here. Just thinking about Rickety Rocket reminds me of reminds me of Chad Rocco's review of Goldie Gold, and he's like, "Oh my God, who names their kid Sunstroke?" Really funny. Now we need these two pieces here, and we're going to actually put more stickers on them. Okay, these long, thin ones are always the hardest because they misalign so easy. It's actually better to I gotta say it's actually better to get them from the bottom, but it's really hard when it's so small. There we go. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. Okay, then the small side faces toward the front. Thousand, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. these two, put them along the back here. All right, now we're making the roll bar, sort of. Okay, we take these tubes, we put a stud at the bottom of each, and then we connect them in the middle with this. And then it goes here. Oh, the guns aren't guns at all. We take the guns, we put them. Oh. I missed the clip somewhere. Ah. I was supposed to put them on the steering wheel. But anyway. So the guns are actually frickin' roll bars. I think, yeah. Oh, wrong way. I don't like that they don't attach, though. Yeah, no, they just don't attach. Those are freestanding. I hate that. That is actively vile. All right, now we get. Now we take the tire. Nope, need the big ones for this. I think I put it on the wrong side. Oh, come on. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Hit. Oh, good. Okay, this is hard. This is, for some reason, this is harder to me than the stupid wheels on the back wheel or the DeLorean. Like, come on. Come on. There we go. Then we stick this in here, string it through, and stick this in here. Oh. Well, first part, we've got to do this to seal it in. I scarcely want to imagine what would happen if we hadn't done that. Alright, then do this. Perfect. Now I just gotta make the other two. And then these just should pop onto the sides here. Yep. Perfect. Okay, how the hell? Oh, this is a mount for this. That is weird. And that's it. Doesn't really say where to use the handcuffs. Oh. But hey, look at this. We're done. But you know, all this. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Where did the stickers go? Where did these stickers go? Oh, these are bumper stickers for the cab. I think. I'll have to do some research on where these things go, because these look like postcards. And on the other sticker sheet, did I throw that away? There it is. On the other sticker sheet, we have another NYC thing. I don't know. I'll have to figure out where those go. But, you know, I think these guys need a little more help, don't you? So let's bring in the reinforcements. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Punk, Sun Spider, Spider-Man India, Spider-Verse Miles, Spider-Verse Gwen, Peter B. Parker, Cyborg Spider-Woman, Spider-Horse or Spider-Cowboy, I forget what his name is, Spider-Wolf, Werewolf Spider-Man, Cyber Spider, and Miles Punisher. Now, let's get these guys in some, let's help incorporate these guys into the whole thing. All right, so first things first, I had a fun idea for Hobie. We're gonna decapitate him. Oh, good lord. And we're going to first we're going to reattach this, then we're going to put this back on, then we're going to put his head spikes on. But I thought, what would be the best way to have Spider-Punk in the scene? As a street performer, baby. And then, let's see here. I think Cyborg Spider-Woman can go in the Spider-Buggy. Nope. Kind of hard to fit her in because of her bits and bobs. Here, let's get Peter down. Put her up here. The Dune Buggy. Come on. Nice. Yeah. There we go. And then I think Prowler Miles should be up here fighting Gwen and Spider-Ham with Doc Ock. Shoot. Here, we're gonna have to. He's the only one not secured, so let's take him down and then we'll. I'll take that off. We're gonna have JJ yelling at a werewolf. Because that's funny. And we'll put this, well, I gotta keep that off for now. Take this one off next. Oh, come on, stay together. Now, the implication is supposed to be that this is Spider-Man's desk. So you can recreate the famous Spider-Man. There we go. And then I think we're just gonna have Spider-Man India in here and join the Kappa. And we'll throw Miles in there too, since there's already Miles out here. And since there's already Gwen out here, we'll have our Gwen talking to Peter here. Spider helmet here. So we can put this back. We can put this back. That. Come on, get in there. There we go. Then we take this off. And is there anywhere else to put someone in here? Unfortunately, I think Sunspider's going to go in the background of this shot here. Yeah, that looks nice. And then we'll have a Cyber Spider in here as well. We'll give her a seat at computer. She's like from the future, but she's trying to work this like ancient technology. She's like, why won't this interface? What is this thing? I love that little coffee nook too there. Let's see, where else can I put someone? I think that's it for this one. All right, because that spot was already full. Then we're gonna have to move. Oh, is this not? No, this one does not move. Okay, we're gonna have to. No, that's not working. That is not. That one's not happening, homie. I think we're gonna have to move Sandman. I don't know. But I think Spider-Man is gonna have the Spider Horse is gonna be doing this. Let's see. Now that's too. That might be too fragile. Oh, you know what? That horse is too. We're gonna have the horse up here. That way. He could be like. There we go. Oh yeah. We'll put Punisher Miles up here. And Peter B. I mean. Honestly, Peter B should be talking to Aunt May in there. Cal put Aunt May getting a cola. That's cute. The cola machine was one of the first things I built here. But hey, let's just put him on this thing here and slide him in. And then poor Miguel comes in and is like, okay, let's see what's wrong with this timeline. Oh my God. There's multiple Miles, there's multiple Gwens, multiple Peters, all wrestling with the Sinister Six. Oh wait, here, actually let's give Miguel the web, and then have him attached to the Spider-Buggy. Dad's really talking to his friend, or to his AI, asking, what the hell's happening? Why is all this shit going sideways? I'm gonna put Miles' record back here in this area. And then we're gonna, you know what? We're gonna give this Gwen the photo to really mess with it. She's like, why do I have this picture of Mom now when she doesn't have the room for it? Shoot. You know, we're gonna give this Miles that. And he's gonna be like, why do I have a picture with this girl? And why does he have a different haircut than me? Then we're gonna have a spider cat here. And Mysterio's just looking at all of this, being like, what the fuck is happening? All right, but let's take a closer peek for everyone. All right, so I'm gonna find a place for all these, but I don't know. How does Spider-Man theme? I keep wanting to default to Incredibles. Well, here, I'll just do Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Hang the web anytime. Look out. Here comes the Spider-Man. You can see into the interiors. This is a fun build. Overly expensive? Yes. Took a long time? Yes, even with my cousin helping me. But other than the windows, honestly, it's fantastic. Like, I wish the windows should have been singular pieces because they look like construction work in photos. Anyway, y'all have a good one. This is Royce Miller. I'm outie. Bye bye.